Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on this Christmas Day special, I guess we can call it. And thank you for joining me again, Tiffany. How are you?
Doing very well. Merry Christmas to you and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you so much. So hopefully, everyone's had a great day so far. Depending on what time zone you're in, probably depends on what part of your day you are at. But in any case, hopefully a little bit of laughter at our good friend Lorne Armstrong will really top the day off. Um, I wonder what kind of day Lorne is having right now, Tiff.
That is an excellent question. I have no idea. I have no idea. There's a lot of speculation, of course,
Mm.
as to what is really going on in his personal life. But it's possible that he's by himself.
I think that's a fair possibility too. Maybe
Hmm.
maybe a quick visit with Mama Gwen. Knowing that he kind of needs to make himself scarce before the rest of the family get over. But
Sure.
yeah, maybe not talking to some catfish or some friends from Canada, sharing his Christmas that way. But you know, who knows? But we're
Who knows exactly? Yeah.
the one thing we do know is we're gonna have some fun. So I hope you will all join us in that. Um, so the call we're going to listen to tonight. So I was really trying to find a Christmas theme call, and I did struggle with that. Um, there may be kind of really Christmas themed calls there that I couldn't recall in the time that I was thinking about it. But anyway, what we're going to do is the everyone else gets to see them call. So thank you to the wonderful Reborn Healborn for these calls, and thank you to Asbury Brad for tonight's stream art. And which, yeah, I guess that maybe in Lord's mind, that's probably the Christmas he's having. Um,
Yes, absolutely.
we,
Absolutely. I agree.
we've got Chef Jeff, we've got Wildo, Jamie has prepared a lovely looking turkey there. Um,
Hmm.
but yes, getting back to my original point. So I thought we'd do everyone gets to see them because yeah, it's basically Lorne bitching about the fact that everyone else gets to see Jamie's tits except him, and they're kind of a present, right? Like it's kind of Christmassy themed, yeah. Just
Absolutely. Who doesn't want tits for Christmas?
I mean, I think everyone. So
Everybody, whether it's breeds,
yep,
right? It could call it, I mean, that could be breeds, it could be tits, it could be boobies, whatever you call them. It's an excellent
exactly.
gift.
It is just like Lorne himself. So, without further ado, should we get into it?
Yes, please.
Ha ha ha. 1 second. I'm going to actually put the call up on the screen.
All
There,
right.
there we go.
Professional.
I'll blame it on the eggnog. Too much eggnog.
Hmm.
Good morning, beautiful. Good morning again, precious. Apparently you're not going to respond. I'm supposed to be going to the teardown house today with Roy, but Roy stayed at last night, I guess, so I'm not sure if those plans are going to stay the same or not. Going to the teardown house is scrapped. Roy screwed me over to do electrical. I think we should talk today and straighten us back out before we lose each other for good. Call me when you wake up, okay? Provided he's still on us. If you don't call me, then I guess that will tell me that you no longer want us. Thought about talking to Stacy to see if she'd give me permission to fly down there for 2 days.
Oh, well, no, you.
Voicemail. Especially the last song I sang to you. I meant every word of it.
I love how there's. I mean, I could be wrong. Like maybe they're not putting Jamie's parts in this, but it really just seems like there is no response to all of these text messages. It's just no response, so he just keeps going. It's beautiful.
He's gonna keep going because we would see Jamie. We'd see her beautiful smile pop up.
We would. You know, that is missing on this Christmas day is Jamie's beautiful smile. So hopefully we get to see that soon.
I think we will.
Make that the last two songs, I mean. It's after 3 here now. You ignored me when I texted you this morning around 2, and I've got nothing from you today. Apparently you're committed to your friends than it is to us and our future. I'm in love with you, Jamie, but a one-way relationship doesn't work well. You already know how I feel about being put second to others when it comes to you. I'm trying to save us, but I shouldn't have to try this hard if you and I being together is something you really want as well. I'm going to let you call me tonight. That way it leaves you the option to either spend time with me or your friends. Something I noticed about the pic you sent me last night. You wrapped a blanket around you so I couldn't see your titch. But you don't mind if Will and MJ know fancy see you naked, but not me. The things you do don't make sense. Continue ignoring me, though, if you want. Too much of that, and I will just look for someone that wants to be real with me.
Oh my
Continue ignoring me, though, if you want. Too much of that, and I will just look for someone that wants to be real with me.
You are annoying.
Oh, there she is.
There
You've
she
been ignoring me
is.
all this time, Jamie. Do you really think that's doing good for us? I want to know if you want us to work things out and get back together. If not, then tell me, and I will leave you alone and look for someone else to be with. Because I'm not going to keep doing this if you're going to let our plans of our future together just go down the shitter. No answer doesn't
No,
bode
you will
well
keep
either.
doing it.
Yeah, how many times have we heard, you know, I'm not going to put up with this, and he just keeps putting up
Yeah.
with it. Like, because
Absolutely.
Lorne, what other option do you have? Like, it's this.
Well,
or
that's
loneliness.
the thing. Right. I mean, Justin Timberlake can
Yeah.
get all kinds of ladies, right?
Exactly right. Like,
So, I mean, Jamie's really lucky that he's hanging on and he's giving her a ton of chances.
exactly. Like, he would have all of these messages, you know, next in line.
Yeah.
He could just work down. But yeah, he's just going to put up with her shit because she's very special. But not for much longer, Jamie. Not for much longer.
Not for much longer. It is funny though. I mean, first of all, that message was really funny. You wrapped yourself in a blanket, like she's just supposed to be nude. I mean, I know that he does that. He doesn't have any problem doing that, but
Yeah.
it's funny because she's a porn star as well. So quite literally, anybody in the world can see her tits except for Lorne.
Exactly. Like, and it's funny too because I mean, like, you know, it must be frustrating for him that he's the only one that can't see them. But I mean, maybe maybe Jamie was trying to be a bit sexy. Like, you know, sometimes it's sexy not just to, you know, show everything. Like, you know, you've got it draped in a
True.
provocative way. Like, you know, kind of a bit teasing. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, it could be something like that, but I have a feeling.
I feel-
I haven't seen this picture, but I think that she was burritoed, you know, in that blanket. It was wrapped up to her chin. That's what I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing is showing except for her head.
I also haven't seen the picture, but I bet you're right. I bet you it wasn't the sexy little provocative.
Yeah.
I could go lower, Lorne. You know, if you're a good boy, I might. So no, it's probably
That's
not
right.
that.
Hi,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hi. My headset didn't work for a second there. I didn't notice it. How are you?
Well,
Well,
right off the bat, let's start with this. You also for
Yes.
a picture. I send it.
I love it. She's straight into it.
Jamie does not fuck around.
No, she really doesn't.
And now you are sitting there complaining I didn't show you my tits. Are you serious right now?
I'm curious why you're hiding them to me. I mean, you're so free with showing everybody else.
You are unbelievable.
But you, Jamie, I'm not playing any head games with you at all. You can't. I can't believe that you
Dumb
can't figure out
fuckman
why I
says
wonder why.
otherwise.
I can't believe that you can't figure out why I wonder why.
Dumb
You are so
fuckman
free to
says
show.
otherwise.
I can't believe you can't figure out
Just
why.
keep trying, Lord.
I
Just
wonder
yeah.
why you
Ignore
feel so
whatever Jamie's
free.
saying. You don't want to talk about Dump Truck Man, do you?
He definitely doesn't. That would not be a very fun Christmas.
No.
To show them to Will, Maggie Joe's fiance, but you don't show them to the one guy that you want to spend your life with. But you don't want to show them to the one guy that you want to spend your.
I mean, there could be a message in there. Like, maybe she doesn't want to show them because you're not the one guy that she wants to spend the rest of her life
It's
with.
possible, or it could be that she's saving herself.
Well, that's true. Like, you know, because obviously her career, she has to get them out all the time. But maybe she wants to keep it special with them. Like, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your life with.
Because even though Jamie won't say it, Lorne knows that she wants to spend her life with him.
That's it. You know.
Even though she refuses to say it or agree.
Well, it's just plain hard to get, isn't it? Lord knows that.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Huh?
Why were you expecting to see them there?
I wasn't. I didn't even pay attention to it last night. I didn't pay attention till today. It looks like she got a blanket around. Because when I was looking at the picture today, I was like, why does she have a blanket around herself? So last night when we first got on the phone and Will came in, did you have a blanket around you?
I hope not.
So do I.
Please say
Are
no.
you a serious right lord?
I'm seriously asking you.
Come on, Jamie.
Because of what transpired
This is
with the
fucking
spank. It is fucking pathetic. It is extremely pathetic, Jamie, because this is not something that we should have to deal with. When you have a significant other and you want to be with somebody, you don't go showing your body off to another.
Real, and this is what you are going with.
Jimmy, you're not even paying attention to me.
Fuck you.
When you have
I
a
love when there's
significant other,
Yeah.
typos.
you want to be with somebody, you don't go showing your body off to another guy all the time.
I sent you a
You don't
picture.
go.
You wanted that so you could see my tits.
My
Really?
body, Paul.
No, Jamie, damn it! Why are you not listening to me? You're not even hearing what I'm saying.
See, Lorne has successfully reparented himself, so now he's trying to reparent Jamie. You know, you don't do this when you want to be with someone. You don't show that off to everyone.
Yes. Yeah, he knows what it's like to be with somebody. Definitely. He
Exactly
knows.
right. This is the Lorne Armstrong relationship hour.
Yeah. So what do you do when you have a significant other or a girlfriend / fiance or a boyfriend / husband, whatever you want to call yourself? What you need to do is send nudes.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I've been wondering that this whole time. This is great.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you don't send pictures with your clothes on. Why would you do that?
It's just a total waste, you know.
They don't want to see your face. They see your face all the time.
Exactly.
You know?
They just want the tits. And I mean,
They do.
you'd have to put the clothes on. So why go to all the effort of putting clothes on to take the photo when the other person just wants to see it all?
Right.
So this is an educational Christmas as well, everyone. I hope you take
It
your
is.
notes.
Saying.
It's for work.
You just focus. You focus. When Will came into your room last night, that wasn't for work.
I wasn't naked, you idiot.
That's what I asked you.
No, you didn't.
You did. I mean, I did.
You do.
Excellent, thank you.
You asked why I didn't show you my tits in the picture.
No, Jamie.
Yes.
What I asked was, listen.
Hold on.
You don't go banging for Will or anyone.
Come on. Get Will.
We want to hear Will.
Yeah.
He must be so frustrated.
You weren't asking.
Definitely.
Something I just
What
noticed about the pic you sent me last night. You wrapped a blanket around you so I couldn't see your tits, but you don't mind if Will and MJ and her fiance see you naked, but not me. The things you do don't make sense.
Exactly.
You weren't
Exactly what
asking.
I said.
You weren't
I was
asking.
asking, Jamie, listen to me. You want the answer? Listen to me.
Jamie.
I was asking you, why are you feeling so free to show them to Will and Maggie Jo and her fiance, but you don't feel, but you don't feel free to show them to the one guy that you want to be married to?
Who says I do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that you don't make sense.
I make perfect sense.
It does not make sense. I mean, it's fun. I'm fine. You know, you don't
Okay,
you don't want
let's
to show
talk
them.
about not making sense.
Jamie, I'm fine. You don't want to show them to me until we're in person. That's fine. I
You
just
are
don't
lying.
understand it. I just don't understand it.
You wouldn't have said anything if you didn't.
I don't understand it.
Okay. I don't think she's
But,
going to give you the
yeah,
explanation.
I can respect you not wanting to show me until we're together. I can respect that. It's just I don't understand it.
She also didn't tell you that was the reason, though.
he's just trying to reason in his head. Oh, I
Yes.
think I get it. She wants to wait until she's here, so it's really special.
Right, exactly. He's trying to make it sound good.
Yeah,
What's a good reason?
exactly.
And
I mean,
that's the best one.
it
really.
is. I mean, what she is probably going to do is she is probably going to rock up to Maine to the trailer in like a fur coat with nothing on
Okay.
underneath. And so when he answers the
Right.
door, boom. The fur,
Boom.
she drops
It's just
the
that you
fur
just-
coat.
She just drops the coat right there.
Special enough for you, Lorne.
Yeah. And then Lorne passes out because he can't believe somebody actually showed up.
He passes out half mongrel.
He really passes out. He can't believe it. He's like, holy shit, you're real. Just like Christmas, like those commercials, they have the M&Ms.
Exactly.
The M&M commercial.
Yep.
Yeah, and they pass out.
I love you, so I'm not
told
asking you
it
to
was
send
over
me.
after you accuse me of not being real and you wonder why I didn't flash
There's
my
all that
tits for you.
silence, and he doesn't say anything. And then as soon as he starts talking, she starts talking too.
It's
I love
either
that.
just so, well timed, or Will's just sitting there. Sorry, I mean Jamie's just sitting there waiting to press enter when he talks. I hope it's that one.
Yeah, I love it when there's a long silence because there's going to be something
Exactly.
that's going to be read out. That's going to be really great. Or sometimes it's just like, fuck you, or however it ends up coming out. But it's really funny.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And I mean, we talk about this too, of how frustrating it would be to be talking to basically an automated system,
Yes.
and you don't know when they're going to start talking. And, there's obviously a delay. Lorne doesn't quite understand that. He
Yep.
just will stay silent for a little bit. But how frustrating it would be. Like, what is the point?
It would be awful. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like he's getting anything going through all of this and getting anything nice. Like, like if at least if the stuff coming out was, considerate, you'd be like, okay, it's worth the effort. But It's not.
Right. If Jamie was treating him like a human,
Yes.
it may be okay to sit there. But I mean, ultimately, the only benefit that he's getting is the fact that he doesn't have to text. So he
Yes.
can speak. She's still texting, basically.
Yes.
And of course, he's going to know what's going on in the background, too. So that is a big benefit for him, that he knows that she's not fucking.
That's true.
Or there isn't a guy in her room or something like that. But, outside of that, it's really pointless.
That's right. But I mean, she could be fucking, and someone else is just doing the typing for her. Like,
Oh, that's true. Well,
Don't
that is true.
Don't think about that, Lorne. Push that
He
aside.
doesn't actually know that it's Jamie.
But I mean, like you
It
said,
could
there
be
is.
Will.
It could be Will. Will, could just be off to the side. While she's fucking just like giving Lorne updates.
Right, yeah. I mean, Will's a real friend.
He is. Yeah.
So he's gonna do something like that. He waxes her ass.
Yep.
He puts lotion on her.
Yep. Like all friends
He
do.
is there. All friends do that. And he is in the room when she's doing her videos.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not a stretch that he's going to take over while Jamie's fucking.
No.
For recreational purposes, not professional.
Exactly right. Like, I got this, Jamie. I'm all over it. G'day, Lorne.
Yeah.
Good day,
Just talk shit to
Lorne.
Lorne.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And he's like, I got it. No problem.
And because it's easy to fake being Jamie, because you just have to be a complete bitch to him. And he won't know the
Right.
difference.
Right. And Will knows everything anyway because Jamie tells him everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you serious, Al?
Al.
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 Who's
Who's
Al?
Al?
Who the fuck is
Capital
Al?
Al.
Get Al in there with you right now.
I know.
And tell him you want me and not him.
L. That's what you call me, L.
Oh, it's cute.
It is cute because now she has a little name for him.
Exactly. Well said, T.
Oh shit!
Thank you.
You can be so
Thank you.
funny.
Think about not making sense. Don't giggle out of what I said.
You come up with some shit sometimes and it's just funny. It's humorous.
It's something to do.
Jamie, I love you.
Right, so you going to stop dodging and answer?
I didn't hear all your questions. I'm sorry. My mind was
Overwhelmed with love.
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Well, you are
All of
fucking
the
awful.
blood rushed to his penis. He's like, oh my God, she really does love me because she gave me a nickname. And actually, I've never heard that again.
No.
I don't know if it happens more in this call, but I've never heard that.
I mean, I can't recall a time. There's so many calls, and I'm pretty sure it only happens once in this call. So he would have been so excited.
True.
Well, no, I'm not awful. I just didn't hear your question because I had a question for you and I didn't get to hear all of your question.
You sit and bitch that I never hear what you say.
It's not as cute now.
Well, I think is sometimes you don't understand what I'm saying. Sometimes you take it offensively, and sometimes you don't. It's no different with some of the things that you say. Some of the things that you
What
say.
on about?
Just like the question I just had and that I asked you about.
I told you it was
About-
over after you accused me of not being real and you wonder why I didn't flash my tits for you. Are you serious?
Jamie, I told you I didn't understand it.
How disrespectful.
Jesus, you're just trying to find. You're still trying to find shit wrong with me.
And degrading.
And degrading. How's it degrading, Jamie? We were engaged. When we were engaged, you still didn't hide your tits from Will. A different guy. That you
Sorry, Will, I'm engaged now. I can't show you my tits anymore. I've got to
Right.
hide my tits. It's fine. I mean, it's fine to show your tits to other people before you're engaged, but once you're engaged,
It is, yeah.
keep them hidden, everyone.
Yes.
She was not engaged
Will
to.
send me a picture. Oh, thanks, but why aren't you tits in it?
Jamie, I told you. I respect you not wanting to show me your tits
That
till we're
isn't
together.
agreeing.
I said I respect you not wanting to show me your tits until we're together, but I just didn't understand why.
You clearly
It's like you showed me your ass and your pussy, but you don't want to show me your tits. That doesn't make sense to me.
She showed you a ass and a pussy, but
Might not have been hers.
may not have been.
You can get them from anywhere. All over the internet.
And no, you don't have to explain it. Just forget it.
Well, wait a second though, because he's saying, I understand why you don't want to show me until we're together, but I don't understand it.
Yeah. He understands it, but he doesn't.
But he doesn't understand why.
Yeah.
Well, you said it in your statement.
Yeah.
There's the reason.
I can see why you don't want to show them to me until you're here, but why?
Yeah. Everyone else gets to see them.
Hey, stop avoiding the fact that you accused me yet again last night. I'm not real, but I'm the one getting grilled.
Jamie, how do I explain this stuff to you?
I can show or not show you anything I want, and it doesn't matter if you understand.
How do I explain it to you that it's not in a normal situation that we're in here?
That's true. Nothing
That
normal
is true.
about
You're
this.
down
about
there,
it is
you've yet
normal.
to even show a sign of wanting to come up here. When I tell you that my probation officer is wanting to talk to you or something like that,
So I guess that's his issue. Like he knows that she just wants to save her tits for when she's up there, so it's special. But she doesn't want to come up there, so it's like, when am I getting
Right.
these tits?
you don't want to talk to her. She's got to make sure that you know all about me. And she's got to know information about you, but you don't want to give it to her. It's not a normal situation. As much as I wish it was, it's not. And the things that I told you that was said in my class, I was literally telling you what was said. Honey, I was literally telling you what was said in class because you're always asking me, and this time I told you exactly what we talked about. Because we don't usually talk about you that much, but when I started talking about you the time before that, well, now they're asking me more questions about it. Huh? Jamie, my probation officer is on me to know about you.
You know, I don't think he's asking that much. All he wants is a normal relationship like all of the other RSOs. Like, why can't he just have that?
I know. It's not weird, right? To say, you need to talk to my probation officer.
Exactly.
They need information on you.
That is a normal first step in anyone's, courtship. Is you introduce, if things are getting serious, you introduce them to your parents and your probation officer. It's just the natural next step.
Yes, but probation officer first.
Oh, of course.
Got to get the driver's license, social security. They need to run a background.
Yep.
They need to talk to you as well. And then when you get permission, then you can move forward.
That's it. You know, probation signed off it and said, "Okay, Lorne, they can meet Mama Gwen now." Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hey Lorne, remember when you sent those disgusting texts to me and we broke up? You told me that I wasn't real. Then you said what, Lorne? You didn't mean it and you'd never do it again. Then what happened?
Jamie, remember when you keep going back on things from the past too?
Stop deflecting.
Shit, dump truck man.
Stop deflecting.
Yeah, let's talk about Dump Truck Man.
He
Christmas
keeps bringing
tree.
him up.
And the Christmas tree.
I'm not deflecting. I'm telling you that you do the same thing.
Lorne, you promised you'd never do it again.
Okay, and you said you'd stop doing that too.
When?
What?
And you still do it too.
One of those secret missing calls.
It'd be nice if both of us would
Yeah,
just get away
I
from doing it and move.
Oops, sorry. Were you gonna say anything else?
I think I was,
Did you forget it?
but I may have forgotten it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry.
And move forward without looking back.
And look, another promise broken. I didn't promise anything, La.
I didn't say you promised. I said you said you wouldn't.
But she wouldn't say that either because she loves those stories.
Exactly. Look, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I know.
I didn't say that either.
I'm not going to respond to it. It would be nice if we both could get past everything that has happened in the
Of
past
course you
and
aren't.
move forward.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Jamie, I've tried, but you keep going back to the past again.
Lorne rightfully doesn't like the past. Like, I wouldn't like the past either.
You wouldn't?
Not really.
Okay.
In order for this to work, we've got to get past the past, and we've got to move forward.
I'm showing a repeated pattern of behavior, Lorne, and you don't listen. You just deflect because you don't have an answer.
Jamie, I've got an answer. Let's stop talking about the past. Let's stop going back to the past. You know how much I would care if we'd stop going back to the past? It includes me too. I'm not just saying you.
Right, so you call me fake. Say you won't do it again. Then you did it again last night.
Jamie, how can you not understand what I'm dealing with? I've tried to explain it to you so many times.
I can't mention last night. Is that the past?
Mention last night if you want, because we're talking about it right now. But I'm
Something
trying to
else you
explain
don't
to you.
understand is that I told you we needed to work up to a relationship, and your response to that is saying okay, but then asking me to marry you, followed by a rant about how I'm fake.
But Jamie, you've got me all confused. You seriously have me very confused right now. Because so you sent me that picture last night.
There's no confusion.
Okay, there is confusion. You not wanting to send me pictures
Let's
the
hear
whole
your
time and only send.
excuse.
Jamie, you gotta let me talk, honey. In order for you to know what I'm saying, you've got to hear it.
That is
In
true.
the almost the whole year that we've been together,
That's how a conversation works.
you've only sent me a limited amount of pictures.
Oh, like you were listening to me earlier.
Yeah, I was listening to you earlier. I just happened to not hear that because I was in the process of asking you a question too.
No.
Okay, can I talk now?
Well, now
Sorry,
she
I
has to
got caught up on
respond. So.
Exactly, and that's just going to interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Smart ass.
Dipshit.
Okay. In the almost year that we've been together, you've sent me a limited amount of pictures, and you've never wanted to send me, on the spot pictures, and you never liked sending me pictures.
I have.
And yes, but you didn't like sending me pictures. And it's like whenever I asked for you to send, it was like whenever I asked for you to send me a picture, it was like twisting an arm. It was like twisting an arm. It got to the point where I was like, Christ, if I asked her to send. It got to the point where it's like, Christ, if I ask her to send me a picture, she's just going to bitch me out about it. So what's the point of asking? My probation officer and the counselor both said you
Like, maybe don't ask then. Like, you know.
That is true. That is true.
don't even have a picture of her. They're like, yeah, I do have a picture of her. And somehow they
Right,
seem
so
to
let's look
forget
at it
that
from my perspective instead of just you for once in a year.
Huh?
Right, so let's look at it from my perspective instead of just you for once in a year.
Okay. Let me hear your perspective.
Love these silences.
Here's your chance, Lorne.
The floor is
Talk.
yours.
Yes.
This is great. So how are you going?
Yeah, I'm
Having
doing
a good
great.
time? Yeah, great. Me too.
I am. Yes, this is an amazing Christmas.
Are you still typing?
No.
Right, she has to delete everything she's
I guess you're still typing.
That would be so good.
I know. Look at how messy everything is. And not just the construction stuff, like even the ceiling caving in.
Mm.
But look at all the stuff on the counter and on the floor.
Yeah. Like, why is the chair there facing? Well, like, I can't really call it a wall. Like, it's the
There was a wall.
the internals of a wall. But like, why is it facing there? Like he goes and sits in the corner with a dunce hat on.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know there was a table there. At one
Okay,
point.
little table and chair in the corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything, something wrong.
he couldn't fit any more on that bench if he tried.
This man-child demands things
I know.
constantly and wants
I
to
imagine the whole thing is like that.
I'd have to think so. Unless that's just the messy corner. Like everything else is great, and this is just
It's
where all
right.
the clutter goes.
Yeah, it could be.
Shame that got in the picture.
be constantly reassured over things in his mind every other day. When I do send a photo, it's followed immediately with a demand for more, and it's quite fucked up if I don't. or he doesn't like the lighting, or he doesn't like my makeup on, or he wants a different angle. Hell, look at night. You called me fake and accused me of lying, so I sent one, and yet again it wasn't good enough because you start bitching that my tits weren't in it. You are never satisfied. You are a black hole. I'm not going to feed into your bullshit. That's why.
Honey, honey, I'm fine that you didn't show me your tits. I just didn't understand. But you know, you want to wait till we're together to show me your tits. That I respect it. I told you that. So I don't have a problem with that. It just didn't make sense to me.
That's why you complaining.
Well, no, I weren't complaining. I just I didn't understand because it's like the whole time you haven't wanted to show me.
Yeah.
I mean, even Will and Maggie Joe said something once. They said, "Why, you have nice tits?" I was like, "Well, wouldn't know."
No.
Quote, the things you do don't make sense.
So
because
funny.
I didn't show my tits in
I
the
know.
photo last night.
What a weird conversation. Like, hey Lorne, your girlfriend's got amazing tits. What? Wouldn't know, Will.
I wouldn't know. I know.
I'm sorry that I mentioned it. I'm sorry
Glad
that you
you
got
know,
offended
though.
by me mentioning that. It wasn't meant for you to get offended by it.
Right, so out of all I said, that's what you laser in on.
No. It's not like that I'm looking for more, Jamie.
You
I'm
are.
not trying to bitch about things. I'm not trying to bitch about things on it.
Here's a perfect
And,
example.
He just has to sit there.
I know, it's so awful.
I sent you a picture of my pussy one night after you grilled me for it. What was your response? Send me another one with the light on further away.
Did he really say that?
I'm sure he did, yeah.
What do you want me to say to that? I had a hard time seeing it.
Couldn't just say thank you.
Well, I did say thank you, but you're always wanting me to be honest. You're always wanting me to be honest.
Told you I'd never
I
lie to
was
you.
not
Yeah, but
being honest
honest
with you.
about facts.
Exactly.
You know? Like dump truck man.
Yeah. He's like,
That type of stuff. All the lies that he tells.
yeah.
Not this.
He's happy
Not
that
like, I honestly want to see better lighting.
Yeah. He's not so good on being honest about the important stuff, but pussy critique he is very serious on. He's like,
Yeah, you're right. He's very serious.
I would
I mean,
never
you
lie to
can't
you.
take a dark picture to Walmart to print it out. You know what I mean?
Exactly right. Last time I did that, they said the resolution is too low, sir. We're not sure what this is. Well, fucking neither am I.
No, stop with that bullshit.
No, I'm not stopping with that bullshit because you're always on me about it.
You
That's
wanted
why you
more.
call me liar.
No.
That's why you
No.
call me liar.
She's not gonna call you a liar if you like just accept a subpar pussy pic. Like that's not what she's calling you a liar for.
Exactly.
You are a liar.
It's everything else.
Yeah.
See?
Did you like that, Lorne? Oh yeah, it was great. You fucking liar. That was a terrible
know.
picture.
I know.
Jamie, I love you and I really want us to work out. We got to stop finding things wrong with each other. And we got to stop going back to the past all the time.
I feel like you forget that last night I expressed my feelings and your response was quote thanks for wasting my time. And you are fake. What makes you think that things are okay?
You expressed your feelings. You told me you didn't want me never to call you again.
That's a feeling.
Yeah, I feel like I don't ever want you to call me again.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you wouldn't listen to how I feel.
All right.
Thanks for wasting
I'm sorry.
my time.
Here's a question
I'm
for
listening.
you.
I'm listening right now. I'm gonna listen to everything you say.
Stop with that. If you cared, you would have listened then.
I was listening then.
Right.
It's because I didn't retain it very well. That's the way that I work. There's not much I can do about that. You should know that by now. You've known me long enough.
You didn't retain any of it.
You know I don't.
You know what?
retain
To
things.
be fair, same. Same. I don't remember anything.
It's good to be a goldfish, you know.
It's good to be a goldfish. That's me. Yeah.
Because you didn't listen. Anyway. My question.
I love this picture of Lorne when he's upset.
Isn't it good?
I just think it's so funny that he took that.
That's exactly what I.
Purposely.
That's exactly what I like. Because it's good by itself. But the fact that he took that to show how upset he was. I mean, that's.
Right.
I mean, you know, chef's
I
kiss,
know.
Lorne. I know that's a touchy subject for you, but just beautiful.
Bonjour.
Sure. Said you handled it well.
But it's funny that he's taking it from the side.
Yeah,
You know? Like, I don't know.
that's his best side. That's where you can really
Oh.
see the sourness, you know.
Right. And I like how it's cut out too. It makes his head extra lumpy,
Exactly right.
you know?
And there's just so much to think about with it because he must be like holding his hand right out so the phone can
Exactly,
get it like
yes. Yes. And I remember Reborn saying that you can see his wiener in it.
that.
Like the full picture. Yeah, because he's sitting on his bed
Yep.
and you can see it's like real shriveled. You know, it's like a real small, but it's out.
See, that's how sour he was right there. He wasn't even gonna, you know, kind of fluff it up and try to make it look better. He's like, you know what? You can have a shriveled dick as well, you bitch.
Yeah, it's sad. He's not going to be all boned up, you know.
He's
Not
sad.
because it doesn't work, but
I was gonna say, is there a
Because he's
time
sad.
where he is all boned up? Because I haven't seen it.
sporadically
Oh, it's so good.
after the national anthem.
That's a good point. It probably is at least
Yeah.
half mast then.
Hmm.
Why do you want to be with me?
Look, one thing, you know, just going back on that, one thing I have to give Lorne, he is like a master of solo photography. The angles and the
Yeah.
stuff he can get is quite amazing. Like,
It is. Yeah, I mean, he has his butthole picture that he
that is a work of art.
propped up. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, that's an oldie from the Ramona days.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, but he propped up his mirror in the kitchen and then bent over and then took his picture from like between his legs.
I mean, no words. I mean, that is beautiful. I bet you've never done that. So, you know, we can't, and I've never
Okay.
done that. Okay, well, maybe you have. No,
Making assumptions.
no. You know what they say about assuming, so I take it back. He
Yeah,
did.
but he really does though. He's pretty good as
He
far
is.
as, take the pictures aren't nice, but
No, like the canvas is awful, but yeah, I mean it's probably the only nice thing I can say about him is that it's great. Like his actual method is innovative. I mean, yeah,
yeah.
brilliant.
Jamie, we've been together for almost a year.
Imagine getting that for Christmas.
Oh man, I know.
I remember how we were. I'm answering you. If you give me a minute. I remember how we were when we first got together. And I remember how we can be again, and how much love that we had for each other.
Really? 'Cause I don't.
Every relationship goes through hard times.
I think he's talking about when my lover was talking to him.
Oh, of course. I completely forgotten about
Mm-hmm.
about that Jamie actually had a voice one time.
Yeah, she did. I could never hear Jamie again with a voice. Like,
No,
if Jamie came back with a voice, I couldn't handle it.
exactly. Forever robot.
Yeah, she's a
Special thing about us is that
robot.
What was that?
She's a beautiful robot.
She is.
we still haven't given up on each other. And we've been through some shitty ass fucking times. So
Yeah, Jamie told you she didn't want to talk to you again the night before, and then you called her fake. I mean, I don't know. That sounds like a breakup.
Oh, look, I think it's working on it.
Oh, okay.
It's opening the door to continue the relationship.
I see. Okay. Fair enough.
something special between me and you. Especially being this far away from each other for this long. And I'm not willing to give up on it.
And you continuously accused me of cheating, and called me fake and said disgusting things. Are you surprised I don't love you anymore?
Yes.
That hurts.
It would really be hard to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to stick in there. He is not a quitter. He's never quit smoking. Barely quit
True.
drinking. He is in it for the long haul.
He's never quit on his dream to be a country music star, because he'll still say that today, I bet.
Exactly. I mean, it could still happen.
Okay.
He's just waiting for that perfect break, that one opportunity for that manager to come in and go, "You've got to come down and hear this," and then
It's that producer that'll finally show up. He's been tracking him down
exactly.
this whole time, ever since he met him in that karaoke bar.
Exactly. He's like, why didn't I get his contacts? And he's just been going to every karaoke bar between Nashville and Maine looking for him.
Yeah.
You know what it'd be like? It'd be like in Back to the Future, where he's playing that thing, and the guy's like, "You know that new sound you've been looking for? Listen to this." That's what it'd be.
Yeah.
I am, because you know that I didn't mean that stuff. You know that it's out of frustration and being upset and the odd situations. And
You meant every fucking word.
strange. No, I didn't mean every fucking word, and you know I didn't.
Then why did you say it?
Frustration.
I know.
That's why you say it every time you are upset. Clearly on your mind, La.
Wanted the hurting to stop.
Yes.
What was so great about before?
Before we were into each other, we were wanting to spend time with each other.
Yes, I remember Jamie saying that.
Since you've been in Maggie Joe's, it hasn't been wanting to spend time with each other. It's been me wanting to spend
When
time
you
with
was
you,
in the
but you
hospital,
wanting.
I loved it.
Now that that is a sign of a good relationship when the other person is incapacitated, and
Yes.
frightfully high on drugs, and that is the best time. Things are going well.
Spent time
I
on the
agree.
computer
I thought you would.
Yeah.
or with Maggie Joe or doing what the fuck ever, but most of the time you're on the computer.
Not the pooter.
computer. Yeah.
Since you've been on that internet, I've been half forgotten.
You clearly forget the start of when
Aw.
I got here.
He thinks he's been half forgotten. Like, you should take that. Like, if you should take half forgotten, because that means you're half remembered, Lorne, and that would be a big step up right here.
That is a big step up. And that internet is bad news.
It is.
It's bad news.
Yep.
Look what happened to him.
Exactly. Never would have happened if it
Look
wasn't
what
the internet.
it did to him.
He is the poster child for the dangers of the internet.
Yeah.
But it's everyone else that's in danger.
Yeah.
No, I don't forget it.
Being accused and yelled about cornholes and bikinis.
Things that I weren't used to. I explained that
was
to
the
you.
computer.
Cornhole, that was my bad for forgetting what
That
cornhole
was.
was.
The computer.
No, the bikini,
That was the computer.
Jamie, the bikini is just things I weren't getting used to.
The answer is no.
Jamie, all I could picture was you walking around in a string bikini and showing your
That's
ass
the
off
other answer.
all over the place.
Isn't that better than, like, with her tits out?
Don't you find these conversations to be miserable every night?
I do.
Well,
Me too.
I tried so hard to get past them and get so we can start talking good again.
Right.
But somehow past gets brought up. I'd just like to forget about the past and concentrate on the future.
which looks really bright.
It is bright. Yeah.
That's why I keep saying it.
Because you continue
Thank you
to act
so
the
much.
same way, then want to reset when you royally fuck up.
That's why I keep saying it's going to be so much different when we're face to face.
Definitely.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's why.
You are who you are. You will act the same.
No, I won't, Jamie. We'll be face to face and be able to enjoy each other so much more.
Nikki says otherwise.
Right now, it's so hard because you've got other people seeing you naked all the time, being able to spend time with you and do things with you for work, Jamie. But when you come back and you say you ate the golden pussy and you're in love with Maggie Joe, how do you think that makes me feel?
Probably not great.
I would think so.
It doesn't make me feel
I'm
very
assuming.
good.
Sorry.
Huh?
Well, I thought you were going to... I thought I kept it playing over your talking, so I was...
No, it's
apologising.
fine.
Okay, great.
Just ignore me.
Never.
Here I am concentrating
How
on
do you
us.
think it makes me feel being accused of shit every other day, Lord?
I know
Bad.
it doesn't make you feel good. I know. And that's something that I need to work on. Because I know
have
I
to
know how it
think of
feels.
you, but I am never put into consideration. Selfish.
All right, so I need to take your feelings more into consideration. I'll start doing that.
Do you think Jamie's going to accept that?
I got to tell you, Jamie, though.
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll see.
We'll see. What side are you betting?
I don't think she's going to accept it.
Mm.
So that means you have to take the other side.
Well, I think she is going to completely accept it. Like, I think this is the turning point for them.
Okay, it'll be a Christmas miracle.
Let's see who wins.
We got to
Got a
figure
good
out.
feeling
You have
about
to
this,
sit here and
guys.
try to guilt me about how you feel when you never consider my feelings.
I'm going to start taking your feelings into consideration more.
I told you how I felt last night. Guess what? You didn't retain it.
Because I was upset.
See the theme.
I was upset.
The theme is it's all about Lorne.
Look, Jamie, the theme is supposed to be all about us. Some of the things that I'm saying you're not hearing. Like
No,
you going
Lorne,
on the
you care
computer and
about is all about you.
like you going on the computer and flirting with other guys. That's not about us. That's about you.
You don't know that I do that.
You've told me that you
You
do.
don't know that I do that.
Yeah, I do because you told me.
One time. You said all the time.
You didn't tell me one time.
You said all the time.
You didn't tell me one. You didn't tell me one time.
Sure.
Okay, what about last night when you were flirting with Will?
I wasn't.
Do you remember what he said when he came in the room?
He said my
Spank
booty looked
that
good.
thing.
I was popping it up.
Yeah, and he
said
said
that
spank
could
that
work.
thing,
Oh.
and you propped it up more. And he said, put it down.
Okay, Lorne, you
3
were said
times.
computer.
3 times. Huh?
3 times. Twice would have
I'm
been
just
fine.
pointing it
Hey,
out.
Lorne, you said
Jamie.
Spank
computer.
that thing.
When was that on the computer?
What about Chef Jeff?
That is so funny. She just has her ass in the air. Come on, Will, spank it.
Spank it, Will.
He's like, no, I'm not going to.
What about him? This will make the 4th time for this.
Yeah, it's the 4th time because you want to spend so much time with Chef Jeff.
Well,
And he was
teaching
giving
her
you a
how to
cooking
make
class. So how many
sausage.
people?
He was teaching her.
Yeah. I mean, it's classes. It's an online course. Lorne.
An online course on webcam.
I mean, he can't see the how well she handles the Italian sausage if there's no webcam.
I know, exactly. How is he supposed to critique how she handles it?
Exactly.
Who was in the cooking class?
You believed me, now you don't. Sounds like you lied. Go into own it.
I believe you about Chef Jeff, but some of the things that you say, makes me stop and think. Wait a minute. She just told me that's
Doubling
not
down on the
flirting with
lie,
him.
okay, I see you haven't learned.
Jamie, you can't put it all on me. You got to think about the things that you're doing too. It's
Anyway,
both
what
of us.
did Stacy and Sean say?
They want. Well, Sean, I already told you what Sean said. That was in class. Stacy wants to. I told you what Stacy said too. she wants to talk to you, but she wants to know that you know all about me, and she wants to get your information because she has to have it where you're dealing with me.
I'm not
So
on
she gonna make
probation.
sure.
I'm not talking to
No,
her.
I told her that too. She said it doesn't matter. She said she has something to do with you. I need her information so that I know that she's legitimate and that she's of age. And
Once again, very normal things.
So why bring it up? You said you
Well, you
agreed she
Yes.
wasn't entitled to that information.
because before you too, because you can be here.
Then why did you bring
That
it
part.
up?
Why did I bring it up? Because it's gonna come up. I'm quite sure it's gonna come up. I got to talk to my lawyer about it too, in case it does come up while I'm talking to him. Because it fucking sucks.
Fascinating. Am I going to be there
So
Friday?
fucking frustrating. No, you're not gonna be here Friday.
No, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
So she doesn't need it.
No, I was saying that she might bring it up. I didn't finish saying what I was thinking. She might bring it up Friday. So it's like I got to talk to my lawyer about that before, because he's going to call me at 10, and then we got to do a conference call at 10:30 with Sean and Stacy.
Right, why is
But
your
this
lawyer
is-
meeting with them exactly?
Because it's about me getting out of class and stop taking the class. And I know that your name is going to come out because they're trying to say that this is the reason that they want me in class, because I have these relationships that I haven't been in person with the woman yet, and that they think that concerns them for some reason. I don't know why.
And what if you still have
Well, I-
Decision making. That's their concern. This entire thing is about decision making.
And, you know, why would they be concerned about his decision making?
Well, I mean, the reason why they're in his life is because he made a decision to talk to a 13-year-old decoy.
That is concerning. I can kind of see why they're concerned about that.
Yes. Yes.
If I still have to take it, then I still have to take it.
Yep, that's right.
Got to try to not take it. I mean, they really can't come up with a reason why I need to be in that class. Stacy said that she thinks I need to be in some counseling, and that's what I mentioned to him about Allie. I said Bryce took me out of my counseling with Allie, and Allie didn't agree with it, and I didn't agree with it. And at the time, Allie was the only one that I
Allie
trusted
did agree with
to
it.
talk to.
I love that he can spin himself a story so well, like much like you were saying before about, you know, the whole I get it, you just don't want to show them to me until you're here, like it's
Right.
like, oh Ellie, you know, Ellie was against it. She was like, no, Lorne, you need to be you know, coming to counselling with me, but it's out of my hands, you know.
But she was also an alcohol counselor.
Yes. Yep.
So, and clearly it wasn't working.
So, I mean, do we know like any more about that, or is it really just what Lorne says that we know why he just stopped seeing Ellie?
Technically, you mean?
Yeah.
Is there any documentation?
Yeah. Yep.
Not that I can recall. I don't think that there was something specific. I can't remember if there was anything in the court transcripts, anything to do with that, because she was way before that happened.
Yeah.
So I don't think she necessarily would have come into play unless they wanted to outline his entire progress, from the start. But no, I don't think there's anything technical. I think everything came from Lorne. But of course, you have to look at it through the Lorne filter and decipher it for yourself and think, well, what makes sense? It doesn't make sense that if he's doing so profoundly well with Allie, that they would remove him from her counseling. Now, Allie, of course, is going to have her side of the story and all of her documentation and notes that she's going to provide to probation that they're going to use to make the decision.
Yes. See, I like to think it's either basically they're like, look, this clearly isn't working. We need to try with someone else. Or Ellie's like, I can't work with him anymore. And so they're just
Yeah. Yeah. I think a good example of how I imagine the ending of that counseling went is when you look at his court filings where he's talking about Julie and how she was saying that she didn't agree with probation.
Yes.
But he's not reading it clearly. He's not looking at it like, well, she doesn't make the decision because she's not a probation officer or a judge. She's going to provide them with her notes and her reports or whatever she has to provide to them. So that's what it is. So she's not making the recommendation for him to stay in counseling or in class, whatever the case may be. She's just going to provide them with the information. So, but she doesn't make the call. So he takes that as she doesn't want me to, be outside of her.
Yep.
Her counseling, and she doesn't oppose the the what probation wanted to do as far as revoking him or whatever.
Yep. No, that makes a lot of sense. So so it's safe to say with Ellie he was failing making any progress there.
Yeah, he was failing. I mean, so he was really talking about Ramona a lot, I think. So which makes sense, because certainly if you're in alcohol counseling, I'm assuming that you're going to be talking about your life. What are the things that are triggering, binge drinking or whatever is going on. So he's going to talk about his life, but yeah, she was there because he had been busted drinking excessively. So naturally, I think what happens a lot is if someone is going to get in trouble, they can either go to jail or they can go to treatment. And so what are they going to pick? They're going to pick going to treatment. So what it looked like for Lorne was that he had to be involved with a counselor and go that route. And so that's why she was brought in for
Lucky Ellie.
Definitely. Yeah, lucky Allie. She was perfect, but she was married.
That was so close.
So maybe not that lucky because she had to talk to Lorne and she had to look into those blue eyes. Slightly slanted, but they're blue. And
talk about
behind the tears.
Yeah, that's it. Talk about, trying to exercise control. Like Now,
I know.
Speaking of failures, as it is Christmas, we have some Aussie man review Christmas fails to watch.
Perfect.
Bugger me, it is that time of year again. If you decide you want a massive tree for Christmas, then don't end up like these dickheads. Make sure you can fit it through your front door. In all honesty, I don't think size matters. when it comes to your tree. And don't move it by yourself. Christmas trees can lash out and send you to destination fucked. Look at this guy. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Santa Claus is the face of Christmas, and he knows how to make an entrance. Here he is on a scooter, and down he goes. Here he is on a snowboard, and down he goes. Here he is on a boat, down he goes. Let's see it from another angle. Gee whiz, it's a big fall. A truly splendid face plant. Ah, shit, what's he gonna do now? Do you ever look at Santa and think, you're an idiot? You are just a goofy idiot. What is that elf-reindeer hybrid creature doing back there? He's very skinny here, isn't he? I mean, I don't want to go down the path of body-shaming Santa, but I prefer him when he's jollier. I think he needs more weight at the moment to slide down this fucking rope. He's completely stuck. Oh no, he's lost his hair and beard. This is gonna end up being a traumatic day at the shopping centre for many kids. Come on, Santa. Kick, boy, kick. You can do it. You've got your special Nike sneakers on. Come on.
Well,
no one's helping either. He's fucked. This security guard is like,
Santa's
I
gone
wonder how long
fashionable.
he'll be up there. Whoa, workplace Christmas parties. Hey, enough said. It is the season to get loose. Hashtag no regrets. Hashtag get to know your colleagues. Here, Santa is using a trolley as a sled. He's picked up some Sheilas. I didn't know trafficking was his thing. Oh, it's okay. He's crashed. They're free to run. Run, ladies. Oh, no, they don't want to. Oh, they're having a good time. It truly does bring everyone together this time of year. Oh, you know what? Present reactions are the best thing about Christmas. Fair dinkum.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Are you serious? Oh! No! I really got it! I really got it! Oh!
Making other people feel good is what it's all about. But don't make them feel too good, because the cat will get jealous and say, get fucked!
Oh,
Just
lovely.
like a cat.
Exactly. All right. Back to another cat. No, that wasn't a very good segue. I'm gonna edit this out.
She said she would look into that. And then Allie's a lot closer. Also, she's ready to Skowhegan now. Huh?
Ali was sick of you.
No, Allie wasn't sick of me. See, why would you say that? You didn't.
Sure she
You
wasn't.
didn't even. You didn't even. Why did you say that? You didn't even know Allie.
It's hilarious that you think that, Jamie. Like,
Yeah, I know.
If
Allie
I
was
was
low.
invited to your sessions, she wanted you gone.
If you what?
Trying to talk sense into a wall is impossible.
That
Honey,
is
I was
true.
talking to her at the same time you started asking that. All I heard was if you.
maybe that's what that chair is for. He's trying to talk sense into that wall.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You would be
Actually,
gone.
he had it. I think that was his dinner table, or his kitchen table that was over there next to the wall.
Okay.
And he had his butthole chair, that black chair that he would always sit naked in. That was there.
Oh,
I think he would sit by the door.
dinner and
yeah.
butthole chair. Perfect.
It's lovely. I know.
If something, you would be gone.
Yeah, I'm talking about Ally.
Hell,
Trying to
yeah.
talk sense into a wall is impossible.
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Believe
talking
me, I
to
know.
a wall is not impossible. Okay.
I'm sorry, the best conversations I've ever had with a wall, Jamie. Wrong again.
Yeah.
Right, how did she help you exactly?
She was the only one that I trusted to talk to at the time.
Not
And
really your choice.
She helped me by letting me
She's hot.
get a lot
yeah.
of things out,
She helped me by being smoking hot.
Yes.
a lot of frustrations out. And and being able to actually talk to somebody. Well, basically like I talk to you.
Did you change your behavior while you talked to her?
Do you think Allie was a little bit nicer than Jamie?
You'd have to hope so. That would be some counselor if she was like
I know.
Jamie.
She was really rude.
I did some, yeah, because she gave me a lot. She gave me a lot of things to think about.
Such as.
And you didn't do any of them.
Yeah. Well, she gave it to him. She didn't. He's not gonna do it. But
Well, I remember him talking to Ramona about that, and or maybe it was me. I can't remember. I just remember him talking about learning about red flags, and that was part of the thing. I mean, the most important thing for Lorne in his counseling is to get to the place where he's making the right decisions.
yes.
And he's thinking critically about situations and not just ignoring things that don't make sense, or allowing things to continue when they clearly should be over.
Yes.
So he was talking about how Allie was teaching him about recognizing red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And now that was back in 2017-ish. And now we're at 2021 and he's talking to a robot.
I mean,
So I think that's a good indication that the counseling wasn't effective for him. And that's not a reflection on Allie.
no.
That is a reflection on the patient. Definitely.
That's right. And the talking to a catfish about red flags is, quite
I know
special.
about how you were taught how to recognize red flags. Well, I don't know about that. They may have told you about that, but it didn't sink in.
No.
Well, let's see, who was I dealing with that
Did you
time?
stop drinking?
No, I didn't stop drinking at the time, no. I slowed down my drinking.
Right.
It was after I stopped seeing Elliot, I started drinking more again.
Right.
It's like how he started smoking when he got out of prison, just to stick it to everyone.
Immediately. Yes. I know. What a silly thing to do.
He's such an idiot.
My goodness.
I can't
Rebel
even
without a
listen.
cause over there.
Exactly. He is a cross of, Justin Timberlake and James Dean. Like, he's
True. Yeah.
he's a bad boy.
He's
When
a
I
bad
tell
boy.
you things, you act like you don't believe me.
I don't.
But you
No
give me,
idea why.
But you give me hell for doing the same thing.
You are a liar.
See?
You probably weren't making progress in therapy and it was time for Ali to move on.
Well, you do the same thing to me that you're doing right now. You say that I do
She fed
that
you
you
some
say
BS
things.
about not wanting to end it, but she actually wanted to.
No, she didn't.
How do you know?
Allie was very straightforward, and she told me
How do you know?
because she told me.
What did she say?
She's like, Lorne, you're the
She said
best client
that,
I've ever had.
well, that would be that I would have one more week of seeing her, and then that would be it. She said that Bryce sent her a thing that he wanted her to sign me off, and I said, "You're kidding me," and she said, "No." I said, "Why would he want you to sign me off when you're the only one that I trust to talk to?" Because Bryce had known, I had told my probation officer, which was Maria at the time, that Allie was the only one that I trusted to talk to. And I know Maria told Bryce. So Bryce wanted
Fucking
Allie to
believe
sign
it.
me off. And so that didn't make any sense. And Allie told me that she talked to him and told him that she didn't think it was a good idea to sign me off from seeing her yet. And he said that he wanted her to sign me off anyway.
Maybe she knew you still needed to be therapy, but just not with her, and you misunderstood.
No, she knew I needed therapy with her because she knew I trusted her. And she told Bryce that.
Wasn't she for your alcohol?
Bryce
She was
is
for
the
my
man.
alcohol and plus for...
Sorry.
I said Bryce is the man. He just was busting Lorne's balls constantly.
Exactly. He
It's great.
doesn't give a shit. Like, Lorne needs someone like that. Just do not care about any of your bullshit,
love
Lorne.
Yeah. Like there were a lot of probation officers that he cycled through because they would go off and do other things and come back and all that. But Bryce was always there.
Yep.
It was great.
Just hovering over him.
He hated Bryce.
personal therapy to be able to talk to.
Don't make things up.
Why would you say that? I'm literally telling you, and you're saying I'm making it up.
She was a drug and alcohol counselor, yes.
Yes, she was the only one that was licensed to do that. That was at that facility. But that wasn't her normal thing that
drinking?
she was doing. That wasn't the only thing that she did with me. She was also a counselor, so that I would have somebody to talk to help me be able to get past some things and to understand some things better.
Well, it clearly didn't work.
Well, Jamie, I talked to you a lot about some of the things I talked to Allie about. So something worked, because I wasn't able
Why
to talk
did
to
you are the
anybody
exact
before.
same person?
I wasn't able to talk to anybody before. And I've let more out with you than I have with a lot of people.
Oh, of course.
Sure you have.
How often do we hear that?
Right.
I have.
I've never opened up to anyone like you.
To every single person.
Ramona, I've never opened
Try to
up
tell
to
you that,
anyone
and
like
you
you.
don't believe me. I can't help it if you don't
Winnie.
believe me on it.
Debbie.
Right, just like when you told me you weren't
Casey.
engaged before.
Well, some things I forgot about or wanted to forget about.
Right.
Why would you want to forget about Winnie?
I know. And how could you also? Like,
How could you? Yes, the trauma
that would
has to run deep.
be exactly, that would be burned into your brain.
Yes.
Jamie, I never stuck with anybody like I've been sticking with you. I've never stuck with anybody like I've been sticking with you.
Sure you haven't.
Trying to tell you that I haven't. I don't know how to make you understand that I haven't.
Again, I'm friends with Will. Think you forget that?
No, I don't forget that.
Right,
Why would
so
you think
I
I
know
forget
all about
that?
your ex.
Well, no, Winnie. I weren't with Winnie as long as what I've been with you.
Sure.
Oh, I weren't.
Sure.
I weren't.
You said he weren't. Come on, Jamie.
You know Will. You're friends with Will, remember? So you know that I weren't.
How long were you with her?
Fucking ages, yeah?
I think I was with Winnie.
Feels like it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. There are a
It
few
could have
times that
been
we
like a
broke up
year.
there.
Wow. That seems like a long year.
I know. So much happened. Yeah.
Because
Because he
there's
went back to prison in 2019.
Yep. Wow.
And she started in 2018.
Oh, okay. So it
Probably.
would have only
Yeah,
been a
so
year.
I would say actually, I would say it's probably like a year, a little over a year, actually.
Yeah, okay. Because there's so many winning
Well,
calls.
there was a
so
Debbie thing.
yeah.
Okay, so I have to consider that too. But close to a year, it's not that much different.
No. Nah. Jeez, 2019 he went back to jail. That's
Yeah,
Oh, time flies.
it really does, doesn't it? The whole COVID timeline just fucked with everything,
Yeah,
didn't
100%.
it?
It really did.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a total of 7 months, maybe. I don't even think it was that long, really.
But man, did a
was
lot of
off
stuff
and
happen.
Oh, yeah. Like, there was so much stuff that happened to him and around him in that time, like, to fill up, like, 10 or 11 lifetimes. Like,
Yes, definitely.
most people will go through their life without one of those things happening.
I know.
Oh, the special boy. The guy.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it was a little longer than that. I was really gun shy a lot because of some things that was going on
Were you?
that was fucked up. So it was like
I mean,
we
you
were
hung
off-
in there.
Gun shy is not a word I would use to describe him.
on a lot. So I don't know, might have been longer than. I'm trying to think back. Maybe it was 8 or 9 months. Maybe but it was off and on a lot because of the fucked up shit that she was doing. It was fucked up. And
It was fucked up.
well, at that
You're
time, I
right.
didn't even know she was winning when her and I started.
Oh right, like my fucked up shit, playing Donkey Kong and whatnot.
Okay, honey, the fucked up shit with you
Right.
was being so close to Will.
Right.
That was a lot of fucked up shit.
Thought it was the computer.
Well, that was fucked up too because I felt second to a computer.
Right.
I
Oh,
did.
God.
No.
So you
You feel second
Forget it.
always.
well, you would forget all about me because you were playing
You feel
Donkey
second
Kong.
always.
You would forget all about me because you were playing Donkey Kong.
And Donkey Kong doesn't have any
One
posters of
time.
her on his wall.
No. Exactly right. I mean,
So who's winning?
yeah. You know,
Right?
Lorne has 4 posters of you, Jamie, to Donkey Kong's 0.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Get that shit sorted.
Who's more of a man?
Hey, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is still more of a man. Yes, you're right.
The gorilla is more of a man.
Yes.
The cartoon video game gorilla.
Uh-huh.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Yeah.
There was more than one time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten upset about it. You gotta name them. How can I name them? I don't remember the dates.
Exactly.
Yeah. With Winnie, I didn't know she was Her
It
name
was
was even
one
Winnie.
time and you bitched about 30 minutes.
With Winnie, I didn't even know her name was Winnie till like 3 or 4 months later.
I don't care.
Well, you should, because you want to know this stuff. Then you ask me later, and I say I told you, and you say no, you
Nope,
didn't.
I'm good.
When the fact is, I tried to tell you, but you don't want to listen. See?
In your face, Jamie.
Matter of fact, I think I told you about it once
Sorry, I
already.
got hung up on something.
Huh?
Sorry, I got hung up on something.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I've heard him light
Jamie, I
up any
love you.
cigarettes.
I don't.
Unless I missed it. But
I haven't noticed it. Nah, because usually you
Yeah.
can hear it pretty clearly.
mm-hmm.
Is he like?
And pouring coffee.
Yes. So he's either not smoking or he's trying to do it discreetly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he could do it discreetly. Does his little headset have a mute button on it?
It must, because he has put himself on mute.
Yep. So maybe
Like
he's
for phone calls
using-
when he's trying to pretend
Oh yeah.
that he's not on the phone. Yeah.
You, my love for you never went away because I knew I loved you from the beginning.
Good for you.
See?
Oh
that's
my
what you have
god,
to say to
imagine
that,
hearing that from somebody.
That's it. Like, how do you hear that from somebody and stay on the phone? I mean, that is resilience. I couldn't do it.
It really is. I've loved you from the start. Good for you.
Well, okay
Way to
then.
go.
See you later.
I know, right? I know, right? Where do you go from there? It's so funny.
Seriously?
So I was like,
The way you treated me and continue to treat me made me stop, and I don't anymore.
What do you want me to do, Jamie? You want me to say, oh, it's okay. You can go ahead and walk around in front of whoever naked. I'm not going to say anything about it because I'm okay with it.
I don't think she's asking for
I'm not going to
permission.
say that.
No.
I want I'm not okay with it.
When did
I
I
think
do
if
that
Jamie wanted
last?
to be naked right now, she would be.
I think she might be.
She could be, yes.
See,
I
then,
never considered that. You know how we always talk about Lorne being naked all the time, and oh, he's probably naked right now.
Yep.
But we never considered Jamie.
We never considered Jamie.
The only time when you can hear reference to that is when Will comes in,
Yep.
and he'll just be like, cover up, or you know,
Jesus,
something
Jamie.
of that nature. Yes, exactly. But the rest of the time, she could be.
So they could be naked together right now.
They could be, yes, but Lorne can't see.
No.
He's not allowed to see any of that.
They're playing virtual naked Christmas.
Yeah. Wow.
It's been a long time, but if I wouldn't have said anything, would you still be doing it?
So why are you mentioning it?
Well, because you're saying that the
Isn't
way
that
that I
the
treat you.
past?
You're saying the way that I treat you, Jamie.
Isn't that the past?
Yes, it is, but you
Isn't
want to
that
talk
the
about this
past?
stuff.
I've just got this mental image in one of the calls where he talks about how he has to, like, it's obviously really cold there and he has to go outside and he's naked.
Mhm.
It's just-
Yeah.
I just got
Why did
this-
he do that? Do you remember? Was it because he was trying to send pictures?
I feel like he had to go do something like with the generator or something maybe.
Oh.
I just remember him coming back in and he's like, Jesus, it's cold out there. It's like, why don't you put some clothes on?
Oh, there's a start. I know. You're right.
And I just got this image of, like, say you were on Westridge Road or whatever it is that the trailer's on. You're driving past and you see Lorne running out his front yard naked.
I know. And with your luck, it would be a full moon. And he's like glowing. It's just this, this pasty. This pasty figure streaking.
Yes, but you're saying the way that I treated you. Treated you was in the past.
Aren't we supposed to move on from the past?
Yes, but you still have to be able to understand why I reacted the way I did.
Oh, you didn't call me fake last night.
Yes, I did. And I apologize. I can't do anything about it if you don't accept my apology. Because I mean it.
You didn't accuse me of shit with Chef Jeff again just tonight.
I didn't know. I want you to give me an answer. After your flirting bit with Will last night, I wanted an answer about Chef Jeff.
But I've answered it weeks ago.
But you're not seeing how all... Yes, but you're not seeing how all this is connecting.
I don't have
Well,
to.
you say you don't have to, but then you just
Here's
come back
what I
on me
said.
about it. You come back on me about it again, and it's like because you're not wanting to understand what I'm saying now.
Because I said I don't love you because of how you treat me. You mentioned me being naked, which hasn't happened in ages. I mentioned stuff you did last night and you are stumbling over your words to justify it.
I wasn't stumbling over my words to justify it. I was trying to get it straight in
Yes,
my
you
head.
are.
Just stumbles over his words.
I was trying to get it straight in my head while I was trying to say it at the same time. So my bad.
You said
should've
something just
waited.
tonight too.
What about Chef Jeff? I tried to explain that to you, but you didn't want to hear it.
And you keep accusing me of shit, then expect me to just think it's fine. I have to constantly reassure you because you are the most insecure person I have ever met.
Jamie,
So again,
I want you to stop and think about this. When you went on the computer and you started talking to Rod and Todd,
I
I
don't
was
love
like-
you and I don't care how you feel about it.
that's the problem right there. Is you don't care how I feel about it.
No, it isn't.
Right. And that
It is.
she's telling you something really important there, Lorne.
Yeah. that should really mean
know?
something to you.
It really should. Yes. Not about her stopping doing that or to start caring
Mm.
about him. I mean, it's the fact that she doesn't. She's telling you that.
Yeah. Like, very, very clearly. But he doesn't. The issue is that she needs to start again, or to start it all, or however you want to say it. Like, not the issue that she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
This can be fixed. I'm pretty sure this is repairable, right? The kids are going to be alright.
They're going to be okay. Yeah.
Crazy kids.
When you started talking to Rod and Todd, the main thing you said was Rod was a nerd that was a virgin, and Todd was a
You
muscular
haven't cared
guy.
how I feel for 20 months. Don't care, Lorne.
Yeah, I do care how you feel, Jamie. I do care how you feel.
No, you don't.
But I also care that you care how I feel too. This is a two-way thing. We've got to concentrate on how each other feels, and not do things that
Did I
I
say
can make
about
the other
my
one.
feelings last night, Lorne? Oh, but you care about them.
I do care about your feelings. I was pissed
What
off
did
last
I
night.
say about my feelings last night, Lorne?
That I didn't care about them.
Incorrect.
Well, I'm trying to guess because
No,
I
but
already.
you care about them.
Okay, Jamie, I already told you that
It's
I
not
didn't
just
retain them.
about you.
No, it's not just about me.
It is.
It is not, Jamie, and I know it isn't. It's about you too, and I want to treat you right too. Listen,
You haven't yet.
Up to it.
You have failed miserably on that front.
I need to think about your feelings more. Because I know how sweet you are.
Oh yeah, she's very sweet.
She is.
And I didn't. As far as me getting upset about things with Rod and Todd, I can't. That's something I can't help because a sexual thing came out of it.
If you don't like that, you're gonna
And that's
really
why I
hate
was
this
so
last
defensive
bit.
about Chef Jeff.
I know.
I need to send you the things you want so you feel better. Yet forgets about the pictures I have sent, or the gifts I have sent. Those don't mean jack shit, because Lorne wants a new thing to look at, so all that goes out the window.
Jeff didn't get breasty juice.
Jimmy, it's not a matter of
Well,
Or a
that's a
pecker
great
pouch.
point. You know,
Yeah.
only one person got brushy juice, Lorne. That is special.
if it's a new thing
Yes.
to look at. It's a
Fucking
matter of it's
ungrateful.
you. What are you saying fucking unreal for?
Fucking ungrateful.
I'm not ungrateful.
Yes, you are.
It was me wanting more pictures of you being ungrateful.
What is it about not being happy what I've got that makes me ungrateful? That's crazy.
Right, I know. From the text messages, he didn't talk about what was in the picture.
You don't have.
Only what wasn't. You know, so he didn't
Exactly.
talk about, how beautiful she is or
I love that blanket.
anything. Yeah.
You're the cutest
Can I get in that
burrito
blanket
I've ever
with
seen.
you?
Well, that's,
Yeah, exactly.
that is what he should have said. Room in there for two, and she would have been like,
Yeah.
no.
I know. She definitely would have said no. We do know that. Even though the question wasn't asked, it would have been no.
It would have been, but he could have tried.
You know what's so funny too is that he talks about how he's the guy that she wants to spend her life with.
Yes.
But she also says that she doesn't care about his feelings.
They are very counterintuitive, aren't they?
There's a big leap that
Yes.
has to happen
Yes.
to go from I don't care about your feelings to I'm definitely the guy that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yes. But I think as we have kind of covered, it's all about when she gets there, because it's the unsaid things,
That is true. That
'Cause-
is true.
Like what Jamie says is, I don't care about your feelings. But what Lorne really hears, because he's so in tune, is, I don't care about your feelings until I get to Maine, and then I will.
Right. Yeah. I'm wearing a little bit of a mask right now
Yeah,
because I can't be with you and that really hurts me.
that's right. Like it's for protection, I guess. Like because he's got all
Yeah.
these other options. So I mean, imagine if she really let her guard down, and then it was like,
I know.
what's her name? I can't think of her name now, but the country singer he loves.
Miranda Lambert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she gets there, and Miranda Lambert, answers the door in one of Lorne's tank tops. It's like, who's this bitch?
Wow, that would be awful. Could you imagine?
It'd be terrible
For Miranda Lambert.
for everyone involved except Lorne.
Right, I know. Lorne would be squeaking in the back. What, JV? I'm so embarrassed. I didn't know you were coming over.
What's that? A threesome? Well, okay.
Exactly. I have a drawing of how it's supposed to go. We're going to be a triangle.
He's got it framed up there. It's like,
I know.
I knew I kept this for a reason.
If they ask for
You
pictures of me,
didn't
Jamie,
get
because
what
they
you
give.
wanted last night. What was your response? I'm fake and quote I put you in a tight spot, didn't I, Jamie? That's how.
I need you to think about what I have to deal with.
You don't appreciate what
Probation.
you have. You focus on what you don't have.
Yeah, I don't have you here with me.
That is true.
Not what I said.
That's what I'm wanting is you here with me. And I can't have that, Jamie. I can't have that right now.
We aren't talking about that.
And it sucks.
We aren't talking about that.
Okay.
I really need you to understand what I have to deal with probation. Some steps need to be taken sometime that I can't do anything about it. They're gonna ask me about it. They're gonna pressure me about it, and there's nothing I can do about it. All they want to know is that you're real, that you're not screwing with me, that you're not catfishing me. They want to know the stuff.
Why would they even think that?
I send
Don't
you my
you wanna know
dildo.
that
I
one?
send you my panda.
Not so much.
Perhaps you've demonstrated that there's a pattern
Yeah.
of catfishing to probation, so they're going to be a little bit concerned that you're talking to yet another woman over the phone. And not only that, but she can't actually speak. She has to speak through a robot, do you think that they might be concerned about that?
Oh, red flag or two there. Speaking of red flags.
Massively. Yes, they learned about red flags, but Lorne wasn't able to do that. He doesn't retain information.
No, no.
And he's lol. I send you brussy juice and pictures when I feel like it and they mean nothing to you because if you don't get what you want when you demand it, I'm fake. That's so fucking hurtful and disrespectful. And stop blaming probation, Lorne. You have been doing this from the beginning. Stop looking for someone else to blame. Holy shit, be a man.
All right, Jamie. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Because you're not here face to face with me. This is what probation's problem is.
I don't want to hear it if you repeat this again.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, but you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to anything I'm saying. I can't do anything about it, Jamie.
You are blaming probation for how you acted the entire relationship?
No, I'm not blaming probation.
Who are you blaming?
I'm blaming my
both of
reaction
us.
from past relationships.
It's their issue.
What's your excuse
We have
for
to
that?
learn how to respect each other. We have to keep, worrying about each other's feelings. We have to care about each other's feelings. It's all we.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm blaming my reaction for past relationships that
There you go.
I shouldn't have brought
Past
into our
relationships.
relationship. I'm wrong to bring it into.
Not yourself.
Come on, Jamie,
Ooh.
Jamie. I'm trying to tell you I'm blaming myself.
Why would it be you?
But you're not listening.
At no point have you said it's yourself.
This is pathetic. Good night.
So much for any response to your last question, I guess. I don't know why you asked it if you weren't going to listen to my response, but hang up instead.
Hello.
I'll make you a deal. How about this?
What?
She's probably going to say she's going to move to Maine, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think I lost the bet, by the way.
You did.
Damn it.
I don't know why you would pick what you did. It
Oh,
wasn't very smart.
it wasn't very smart.
No.
I'll talk to Stacy, but I'll mention every time you have sent me a nude photo and how you hound me for mine. Like tonight wanting my tits. How's that sound?
What? She can try to get me in trouble?
Why would you say that? How about just not do shit that's
Oh,
gonna
you are-
get you into trouble?
That is a great
You know?
idea. I mean, it's
That's a
out of the
really
box
good idea.
thinking, but
Mhm.
sometimes you need to really think outside the conventional.
I mean, he's already been to prison again.
everyone goes to prison. Tiffany, come on.
That is true. I forgot about that. I forgot.
Not everyone goes twice though.
True.
I'm
How does that
supposed to do
sound?
that.
How does that sound, Jamie?
Oh, you aren't supposed to do that.
Do you know how that sounds to me?
Sounds like internet.
Isn't it bullshit?
Yes.
So you should be thanking me for not sending them, right?
Jamie, I told you I didn't have a problem with you not sending them. I respected that.
Thank me for not sending them.
Thank you, Jamie, for not sending them.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's not thank you.
Thank me for
Why are
not
you
sending
saying-
them.
Why are you? I want to know why you're saying shit like this first.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank me for not sending them.
He's picking up on red flags.
I want to know why you're saying shit like this first, Jamie. 'Cause it's
I'm
messed up.
annoyed as fuck.
Well, stop being so annoyed.
Okay.
Problem solved if you stop being annoyed.
Hello?
That's all we had to do.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I keep on being
Hi.
There
annoyed.
we go.
Lorne, I am stressed out beyond belief constantly. I have to deal with your childish tantrum every other day along with your accusations. On top of my business falling apart, I am in debt up to my eyebrows. My health hasn't improved much at all. And to top it all off, I'm late. Okay, so excuse me for not wanting to deal with the drama that is your
Oh.
probation and lawyer and the bullshit you said.
So why is she still talking if, you know, she's late? Like, get to work. You know, talking isn't going to make you any earlier.
That's not what she's talking about.
She's not?
No.
Oh, I get it
I think
now.
she's talking about late.
Oh, late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you think it's
Yeah.
Lorne's?
It's a possibility.
Last night.
Honey, listen. Just relax for a couple of days, okay? We won't even talk about it for a couple of days.
I think Lorne missed the point like I did.
I know it's stressful. And I know that's why you're annoyed, and I understand. I really understand because I'm dealing with it too. I mean, I've been dealing with it for years, but I've learned to kind of relax after being stressed out about it.
I'll say. I mean, that's the first
But
word
I
that comes
can-
to
Lorne, I'm
mind.
I can
stressed
tell
out
you-
because I'm late. I can't handle
Relax.
it.
Yes.
Okay, well, go to work. Don't stress out, okay? Go to work and call me when you're done work if you want to, okay?
Get ready earlier tomorrow.
Keep
I'm
your mind
pretty
right
sure that's what she's talking about, right?
Oh, it definitely is. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
trying to be a bit stupid, which isn't hard to do, so I didn't have to try hard, but
It was very convincing.
well, I've got a lot of experience in being stupid. Because the next call after this, which I was going to say at the end of this, we need to do in the near future is talks about why she's actually late and goes into that. It's a really good call. So
Right,
he
okay.
does find out what she means.
All right, don't stress out. Go to work. Well, that was the problem, actually.
Yes,
She went to work.
that's how she got into this mess.
Yes. Yes.
Away from it tonight, honey. I love you, and good luck with making money.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the
Lorne, world order.
Perfect. That was a great call.
It was great. It was great. I mean, it's two people in love.
Well, that's it. That's exactly it. So, and it was very apparent. I mean, it was a little bit
Yeah.
embarrassing at times. I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys, like, just
Mhm.
calm down.
Yeah, get a room, right?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Do you think that Jamie would give Lorne a kiss under the mistletoe?
Absolutely. I mean, and
Yeah.
not just one, if you know what I mean. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think it's exactly that kind of relationship.
You don't think that she would stop, is what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, which would be a lovely Christmas for them, just like this one has been for us. So,
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, so thank you. Thank you very much for joining me as always. Thank you everyone in the chat that has joined us. Hope you've had a fantastic Christmas with whatever it is you've done and however you celebrate. Yeah, and so from me, CW3, and
Tiffany,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
See, that was perfect. We didn't. You said we're gonna fuck it up. Like, that was fantastic.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.